Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you've picked up the DLC, you will know that there is a whole bunch of brand new furniture that you can get your hands on and craft in the Rift in Time expansion. And today I've come up with a few little design ideas if you're struggling to know what to do with them. If you haven't purchased the DLC yet, then this may also give you a sneak peek at what's to come for you. I really hope you enjoyed these designs. Let me know in the comments what you're doing with the new furniture because I would love to get some more inspiration. But without further ado, let's get into this. So for number one, I really wanted to do something cute in the new desert biome. I think this area could potentially be hard to decorate and you are going to have to think outside the box for it. So I definitely used my thinking cap for this one, and I thought what better way to combine the desert and the new cacti foliage than by making a cactus farm. For the background and centre here, I have used two outhouses, aka portaloos, if you know, you know, to make a kind of a shed slash potting area, it's just a cute little space for someone to kind of work on some cacti, replanting, fertilizing, whatever farming stuff you do. This has some new items. I've mixed some of the newer ones with the old ones. We've got the clay jar and that beautiful plant display, and those are gorgeous. I love that. And of course, I've used some old favorites such as the barrels. The walkway has incorporated one of my favorite new items from the whole update, and it's these lovely planks. Then surrounding that, we have lots of different foliage items and a few of the cacti plant pots. I wanted to put a variety of different items here to make it look interesting. I was a little bit worried that if I just used the same foliage, it probably would look a little bit boring. One of the great things about this is all of the items are quite easy to come by, so it should be a nice, easy build and you can definitely put your own twist on it. For number two, I just had to include another one of my new favourite items, and these are the wonderful stools that you can find in the Port of Eternity Isle. These are so beautiful and they're just calling to be made into a wonderful little market area, so that is exactly what I did. I have actually used these in the centre of my plaza as I needed a focal point here, but they do also look great if you're thinking about how to decorate Eternity Isle. Although I'm sad you cannot actually put anything on the stools with the tables, you can put items underneath the canopies, so I have tried to make a little bookstore and a little tailor area with some of the items, the different furniture items I had. In this area I have also used the new path, which I think is going to become one of my new favourites. I can definitely feel it. These stools are great and they do come in different colours if you wanted to mix them up, and you definitely don't have to shape them in this circular space like I have. For example, you could line an area with the stools either side and have lots of little items scattered throughout. Honestly, these are 10 out of 10 wonderful items, so happy with them. For number three, we're going to make use of a couple new furniture items and also the telescope that everyone was gifted over the Christmas period. If you still haven't claimed this code, make sure you do it now. I'll pop it up on screen. Anyways, I really wanted to use this tree with the hanging seat because it's so cute and I think it will work really nicely in Eternity Isle. And a certain Canadian reminded me of how beautiful the glowing flowers are, so I decided to combine those three elements for this little stargazing cum reading area. For this, I chose a cute little spot in the lagoon on Eternity Isle so that when sitting in the tree you can overlook the water. I thought that would just be nice and relaxing. I have scattered a bunch of the glowing flowers around and used some of the zircon tiles as a little mini path, and I wanted to tie the blue from them into the flowers as well, so that's why we've got that colour palette going on. I've also added in the purple tea set just for something a little bit extra, and who knows, you may get a little bit of thirsty whilst reading or staring at those stars. I really do love the way that these flowers glow at night, and even if you don't get inspired to make something exactly like this, I think that they could be used to elevate a wider range of builds. And there's 4 different colours to choose from, which means you can mix and match to suit your build. We're back in the daylight for number 4, and this time I wanted to showcase these wonderful tents. I had so much fun making this area on stream. I decided to pick the Sunlit Plateau for this build because I think the colour tones are just perfect for that biome. I first of all started off by laying down a big area of path, and honestly I thought it was going to be a bit of a disaster of a build, but slowly it did start coming together, thankfully. The foliage on the edge is mostly the newer items, including some trees, bamboo, and of course the smaller little bushes. I love that these new ones are mostly one tile, which means you can really squeeze them in and layer lots of those different kind of items together, and it just makes it feel a lot fuller. Then for the actual camp area, each tent has its own little plank entrance. Huge shout out to Elle Soren for that idea. Go and check her out on YouTube. She did an amazing desert market build. Then in the center, I did add some campy things such as the cooker, the campfire cooker, and barbecue, which are of course new items too, and they just work so well here. Back to an old trick, and I did also add in the picnic table and drop some food items on top. Another viewer also suggested adding in Buzz's camper van here, which I did. It just needs a little bit more work around that area, but it does work so perfectly if you're thinking about how you can kind of execute that camper area and make it look better. I really love this build, and I do think it's a great way to fill up a lot of space. Looking at it now, I also think that it will look really nicely in a desert area too. And the final area I wanted to show you is my beach boardwalk. Now this area I did showcase in another video where I first used Touch of Magic, and along the front here I had loads of rugs which all look like wood, but I decided to remove all of those rugs quite a while ago because they were messing with my dream snaps. So I've replaced these rugs with some amazing wooden planks. We love these. And then I also decided to give Stitch's house a little bit of a makeover. I used some of the new fencing around it. I love this. It definitely has those tropical vibes. I do wish we could rotate them though, so that they could be symmetrical on each side, but nonetheless, definitely a good item. In keeping with the tropical feel, I decided to make a little seating area over there to the side of his house, and here I added some seats that I already had, but the accent pieces are all of the newer items. So we've got some jugs and some flowers, and obviously that nice little plant shelf thing again. Seriously, probably one of my new favorite items. I also used the new planters with the yellow cactus because I thought the colors just fitted perfectly on the beach. This isn't something new, but the beach boardwalk area does also have a little ice cream area and some sunbathing spots if you're wondering how I filled it out, and lots of foliage of course. I've also used my banana trees, just scattered them along just to try and tie in the colours a bit more. I will also say I am a huge fan of the new style plants, the ones that kind of look a little bit more fan-like. And I think that they work really well on the beaches. The colours are really nice and they just give me serious tropical vibes. So yeah, that is my upgraded, updated beach walk area. So there we have it. There are a few different builds to help get you inspired for how to use the new furniture and foliage and just everything that's great from Eternity Isle. I'm still really enjoying the DLC. If you're still on the fence about it and you just want a little bit of feedback after a little while playing, it's still really good. But let me know in the comments, as I said at the beginning, what you're doing with your new furniture, and if there's anything you want me to see try and build with, like the new items. I still have my eye on the jacuzzi. I want to do something fun with that, so keep your eyes peeled for that one. Have a great rest of your day, and I shall see you again soon with another video. Bye bye!